review. On tour in Southampton again. Last night, a day in the theme park tomorrow. I'm leaving a bit earlier because we've had a cracking day today. Amazing theme park, Portons Park. Because I will do a full-on review of Portons Park straight after I've done this beer video. So, from Goose Island, it's their Midway Pale Ale, Midway Session Ale, I think it's called. 4.3%. Lovely looking pour, to be fair. Cost me about £7 for a pint. I'm not joking. It's got to be about £6. £6 for a pint. I presume the glass is part of the £6 because, well, it will be. Anyway, lovely amber looking pour. This golden to amber pour. Nice white head. About 1.5 centimetres of white. Yeah, 1.5 centimetres. That don't sound right, does it? About 3.5 centimetres. No, that's not right either. 1.5 centimetres is right. So anyway, shh. Shut up. Go away. Kids. This is our review down the shed. You don't get no kids yakking in the background. So, nice citrus on the nose. I'm so sure I get a bit of melon on the nose as well, but I've got my son laughing at me in the background, but it's all good fun, isn't it? Is it fun, isn't it? Been a belting day today. So warm in Southampton. What, Portons Park? I presume that's in Southampton. It's near Southampton anyway, not far away. But yeah, cracking day. An amazing theme park. I will do a full-on review of it, but in my opinion, the best theme park in the UK. Certainly for family, maybe not for thrills, but certainly a family theme park, and for the younger kiddies as well. Peppa Pig World is something amazing. Good evening. I'm not in the toilet tonight. I'm in the room now. My son's in the background yakking and calling me and laughing in the background. So, yeah. Wait. This is why I do beer reviews down the shed. You get no hassle. Or I get a dog walking in, tapping feet. And but anyway, yeah. So Goose Island, and I've got to say, it's a nice looking glass. Yeah. Dear, oh dear. I'm sure it'll come home at some stage. With how much I paid for the glass, I'm sure it will. So, lovely tasting beer. And I'm not a massive fan of Goose Island normally, but a beautiful tasting beer. This cold, refreshing, and after a day outside in that heat, it's absolutely baking down it. I think purchase the IPA soon. Bless you, matey. I've just been to Scott from Scott and Wonder fame. Told me of a shop in Southampton that does lots of craft beers. So I've been to the shop tonight. Good evening. And I spent 83 quid in that shop. Got a massive selection of German craft stouts, sours, all roughly about the £3 mark. So a lot of decent beers. Big beer haul coming tomorrow night when I'm back home. Added to the 10 quid I spent in Asda on bottled stuff earlier, so yeah. I reckon I paid for the glass. Yeah, I do. You can see it coming home. Good morning, how are we? It is, isn't it? I mean, in that shop, I could have spent easy 500 quid. The amount of decent beers was out of this world. The £10 to £15 range was superlative. Nerd brewing and all sorts. Good evening, Thomas. How are you?
Oh my god.
Shut it, you. Here's me trying to be nice. Son's in the background. 10-year-old. Give me jip. Hey.
Don't you talk to me like that.
Oi, shush. I was, yeah. Then I came down here, and then Scott. I went to Asda thinking I want to pick up some local beers, as you do when you're not in the right, you're not in the part of the country you used to be in. So I went to Asda, paid £2.50 for parking in an Asda next door to an Asda. I'm like, oh my god! Went in, 10 quid, £2.50 worth of parking fees for 10 quid for beer. Yeah, was not impressed. And then on the way home from the park, and then on the way home from the park, 83 quid's worth. So some absolute belters. But yeah, I could have spent a fortune. There was so many amazing beers. Yeah, they had about 20 Vault City Brewings in there. I picked up some Cloud Waters that I've never seen before. So a Verdant, some Verdants, a Polly's. Good evening, Bullman, Mr. Bullman. How are you? And good evening, Liam. So the dream for Wales is over. I think their tactics, after the first 15 minutes, their tactics were defeated. As soon as the Denmark changed the tactics, they just couldn't get back in.
They lost.
And yeah, and a bit of bad luck. Just goes to show you. Yeah, it's sad, really.
Is it time to call for sandwiches?
Wait, be quiet now, please. England on Tuesday. No doubt we'll get beaten by Germany on penalties. Yeah, I wish Wales had got through. Ramsey and Bale didn't really show up properly tonight. I think Denmark, because of what happened to Christian Eriksen, I think Denmark are revised. You know, they've got a mate who nearly died on the pitch, and you know, back to Carlisle, bless you. Good evening, Chris. And you know what it's like when something hits home and you're revitalised, and the whole team are doing it for Christian Eriksen, and you know they're buzzing. They are going to be quite a formidable team. I can see them going a long way. I hope we don't meet them. That's if you even get past Germany. Can you see that happening? Doubt it. I do doubt it. So yeah, some major beer haul coming tomorrow. It's been amazing, Liam. I tell you what, for you and your kiddies, Paulton's Park is absolutely top class. Absolutely top class. You can get a deal where you get a day on the 2 days for the price of one, and then you get a hotel. Be wary of which hotel you choose. Try and keep away from the centre of Southampton, because it's not easy for parking. But the park itself, the gardening is the best gardens I've seen at any other park, bar Disney. Yeah, there's bound to be something there. Hopefully they'll get past Germany. We owe Germany a good hiding. I mean, let's be fair. And for us to take Germany out, it helps all the other teams as well to take some of the biggies out of the tournament. It makes it more interesting for the others. But it depends how Germany are playing on the day, and it depends how we all play, isn't it? It's a game of luck anyway. There's so many factors. Luck, the referee, who can dive the best, all these factors. Beers for the Germany game. It just so happens that I've got a pinter, a space hopper in my pinter at home, and when I get back tomorrow, I've just got to take the bottom off, let it sit in the fridge for a couple more days, and so on Tuesday night watching the football, I'm going to do a live watch along and drink along to the football. No, we've never won the Euros. We got to the semi-finals, I think it was 86. And we had a cracking team as well. As far as I remember, anyway. I'm a football fan, but I'm not that much of a football fan. You got the pinter out tonight, bless you. Yeah, this new system's a bit strange. Yeah, it is. I don't understand it either, Jim. I suppose with COVID, I think it's to celebrate, I don't know, the beginning of football or something. I don't know, you know. I mean, look, the UEFA must have agreed to it in the first place, so I don't understand why they would. I'm still in Southampton tonight. Yeah. I'm in a hotel room, so yeah, I'm not at home. Yeah, it's sod's law, isn't it? You're in Sweden, and Sweden are playing in Scotland. Yeah, bit of sod's law there. So for a Goose Island pour, I tell you what, it's really nice. I'm never one to slag off beers, you know, unless you drink them and they do taste nasty. But this midway session stuff, 4.3%, malty, citrusy, twangy, it's lovely. It's a really nice pint. Yeah, against Germany, it's going to be an interesting match, isn't it? I do hope that we don't go out like the Welsh did and get battered. You know, if you're going to lose a little. From the bar, yeah. So I've been down to the bar and got a pint. 13 quid for a cider. And so I reckon I must have bought the glass. I do. And it looked nice on my beer wall. Yeah. I wonder if you have to take glasses back. Don't know. I'm sure I bought the glass. I can't tell you. I can neither confirm or deny. I can neither confirm or deny that statement, but yeah, you may see it again soon. Lovely lacing on the beer, anyway, at least. And yeah, it's pricey, isn't it? Yeah, especially when you think what you can pay for a Goose Island in the shop. That's a plain glass, so I don't need a plain glass. Yeah, I've got enough plain glasses at home. Yeah. If I take it home and wash it, then I'll bring it back in a few years' time down Southampton. Yeah. So yeah, tonight picked up a load of decent stuff. Yeah. So yeah, no Charlie. Yeah, no tappy feet walking in the shed. Bless him. He's at home with his older brother. So I've got the younger one here at the side of me, keep whittling in the background. Watching Italy, possibly no. There may well be a whole stream tomorrow night because there is a hell of a lot of beers, and I think some could do have been deciphered, and obviously the good people on the internet will know a lot more about certain beers than I do, most likely more than every beer than I do, but you know, these things happen. Now you've just been told by your man now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just been told off yakking. Yeah. You can't do a beer review with your kids in the background, can you?
Yes.
There's some brands I've never heard of. But I tell you what, the bloke at the shop, this is a Nisa. It's a Nisa shop in Southampton. Yeah, you're right. There's been a lot spent on beers in the next. Yeah. There's been a lot spent on beers since Father's Day and slightly before Father's Day, and a massive amount. Yeah. That's got to stop. Yeah. The beer wall's gone from being half empty to fully replenished. Yes. It is. It is this Asian lad. And yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Good evening, David, as well. A stout session since 2 p.m. Oh, good on you, fella. Yeah. Yes, so Scott from Scotland Wonder fame, he actually, I messaged him to see if he knew any decent places for beers in Southampton, and he told me about this Nisa shop, and I walked in, couldn't see any beers for starters, went over to the fridge, and I'm like, oh my God, all of us, I was looking, and I seen the Polish beers, And I was like, there's no beers in here. And I glanced to the right, and all of a sudden, there's like 150 craft beers, neon wrapped to black iris, everything. Then I looks across, and then there's the stouts, porters, dark ales, German beers, Belgian beers. No, this is the Southampton stopper destination. Yes. Yeah. No, my computer's fine. It's just that the internet is crap, so I'm on my phone. Yeah. When I'm back in the shed tomorrow night, I'll be back on the. I'll be hopefully on the Chrome and pronouncing Polish perfectly. Yeah, I doubt it. There's a big Polish community in Southampton, no? Bless you. Yeah, they had some Carpackle or Carpacci or whatever you call it, that was down there. But the amount of beers was staggering. If you had free money to spend what you like, you could have spent 500, no problem. Good evening. Yes, had a great 50th birthday, thank you. Yeah, it's been a great few days. Yeah. And another day at a theme park tomorrow, and then that long drive back, 3-hour drive. I do not like driving. I don't know how these HGV1 drivers get on. Epic food. No, we've had basic food really. We're not one for venturing out too far, to be fair. So we've just we had some chips last night, and then today we've just had a Green King meal today. So we was going to go to a nice pub, but I drove past the pub and it was like, oh, that's the pub. And I drove back, good evening, matey. And I drove past the pub. So then we ended up at the next pub and it was Green King. And hopefully we do something on Tuesday. Hopefully, yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? If we play to our potential, to our full potential, then it will be a very, very interesting match with those young players. But will we? I don't know. We'll watch it anyway, and watch it and have a drink, and see how we go. Yes, hopefully we'll do something. So this, I'm really enjoying this. Say it's what it is. I've had an Abbott, a Green King, yeah. And the funny thing was, the pub we wanted to go to, they had cask ales on, so I could have had some nice local cask beers. To be fair, tonight the Abbott ale was bang on. The taste of it was amazing. Even the food was good, actually. For a Green King pub, the food was pretty decent. I think there's a chance of doing Germany at any stage. In any given day, any team can beat any other team. It's all the other factors into it. Well, the Wales had some bad luck tonight. That goal, that clearance that they did, and then they tried to go for it, and obviously they've been slaughtered. That's Friday. Old Tom challenges, and this Friday coming, yes. They probably put the black flag because they think we're going to lose anyway. That's what we bought the England flags for. But disgusting if they've took the England flag down for any other reason. I do need a bottle of this Bourbon County Stout, you're right. I've not turned any notifications off, no, I wouldn't know how to. No. With YouTube, I don't play around with settings. Looks like the flag's been banned. You'd be disgusted if the English flag was banned off YouTube, wouldn't you? That would be disgusting. They shouldn't be banning any colour, any people's flags. That's something to put on the internet, isn't it? Good afternoon. Oh, it's been a brilliant day, thank you. Brilliant day in this side of the world. Sam's flags up, so you can get an Australian flag, but you can't get an English flag. That's disgusting. Can you get a Scottish and Welsh flag, just out of curiosity? It'd be terrible, wouldn't it, that the English flag's been took down? Maybe it's because of Matt Hancock and some of his stuff he's been doing. His dirty tricks. Dear oh dear, that is bad. That's racism. You shouldn't be taking down national flags. Wow, that's bad, isn't it? Someone ought to do a video saying why is YouTube took down the English flag. Might do that in a minute. Just out of fun. Wow. No Welsh flag either. That is naughty. So are there not any European flags then? Maybe it's a Euro across Europe. Because obviously Sam's Australian, his flag's working. The British flag's working. Well, there you go. At least the British flag's working. So, Scottish and Welsh flags banned too. That's disgusting, isn't it? Nigerian flag works. That's racist, that is. There's a German flag works. That's just an absolute Mickey take. So, 22 minutes in. One needs to actually do the review. It's cost me enough. The wife. Is that the Belgian or the German? I can never remember. So the three flags that aren't working, are they Scotland, England and Wales then, Jim? That's bad, isn't it? That's terrible. Jesus me. I think it was it 13 quid for 3 drinks?
13 something, so just under £14.
Yeah, so one was Coke, so you're looking at 253 quid for the Coke. One was a bottle of a Corderlig, strawberry and lime.
No, mixed fruit.
Mixed fruit, sorry. And then one was a glass of this. So we're looking at about 6 quid for a glass of this. 6 quid.
It's much.
Fucking hell. I mean, it tastes
I
nice.
didn't get a receipt to be able to check and see what was what.
Yeah, China's got some strange things, what they believe in the world, haven't they? You know, some of their stuff. Yeah. I think I paid for the glass. I think they looked at us and thought, he needs that glass as well in his life. No. I'm on location. Yes. In location at the bottom of the country. But it feels like the bottom of the country. It's a flipping long drive back to Nottingham. So yeah, we're in sunny Southampton, and it has been sunny actually. I drove around the ring road today. Jesus Christ, it's a long ring road. Seeing the docks. God, the docks are scruffy. There's all these shipping containers. Jesus Christ. And I thought some of these films weren't real when you see about 500,000 shipping containers. Yeah, it feels like it. And then there was the biggest pile of rubbish where the docks are. I'm not joking. It was massive. It was like was it a hard drive? No, it wasn't a bad drive, to be fair. The car did well. It's been a bit more throatier since somebody twatted the wife up the arse with a van. But yeah, the BMW is a bit more throatier, but still very responsive. And it just sounds like the exhaust has got a slight blow to it. So, but it just sounds a bit You've got the English flag. Some of you have been de-English flagged. Yeah, I mean, the weather today was just absolutely amazing. It's disgusting, isn't it? You know, no flags from any country should ever be blocked out on a social media platform unless they've done something beyond bad. But obviously, there's no chance of that happening at the moment. It's disgusting. It's strange. You know, it can get very political very quickly as well. Yeah, very strange. Very, very strange. And so what? Yeah, weird, isn't it? For the homebrew, the pinter. The pinter kit, that will come out on Tuesday night, so I'll do a pinter review alongside watching the football game. So I might as well sit there with my phone on, watching the football game, discussing the football while I've got the pinter out and discussing and reviewing the pinter. Turn the music thing down. Welsh flag sorted. That's bad. Absolutely boiling. It did cloud over for a bit, but oh my god. So Paulton's Park, 6 different coasters. You know, if you've got a family, brilliant. They've got a version of Maelstrom, the likes of Drayton Manor, them big gyro swing things, bloody massive. And we was on it, and it felt like we were going to go over at one stage. It went that high. Shitting myself. There's a new Stig. Tell you what, I drive quite liberal, and then you see the rest of them on the on these roads, and yeah, they bomb down. Yeah, I was doing a steady 130. Yeah, and everyone was passing me. No, I'm only joking. I was doing a steady 73. You're allowed 10%, just in case anybody out there is saying no. Yeah, I won't go above. I'll never go above 80 these days. Anyway, I don't really like to. So yeah, golden pour, nice white head on this. Malty citrus. I'm sure there's a touch of melon in the taste. North Korea works. There's a piss take, isn't it? It's just an absolute piss take. Beautiful taste throughout. Handover. Did we see Handover on the road signs? I'm sure we did. Yeah. I'm sure we saw Handover on the road signs at one stage, somewhere at least. Good evening. July the 4th, this Saturday, American Independence Day. I'll have to do is try and get an American beer from American Independence Day. Probably get Shipyard. That's about the closest to an American beer we get in the shops. Yeah, we did see Mandover. Do you know something? This Midway session beer from ale from Goose Island, when it's on draft, I thought it was okay. Yeah, I thought it was decent. Bearing in mind, on any occasion, at the right time, all beers are brilliant. Because if you've had a long day in the heat and you drink a beer that just hits the spot, this is that beer that hits the spot. On another day down the beer room, I'd drink this after I've drank a nice Imperial, and it'd be like, oh, what's this? So, you know, one must always remember that. The weather, the day you've had, all these factors come into play. I mean, I've had a fantastic day at the theme park. So, yeah, China though, they've got their own version of things on the world, haven't they? You know, what they think. Right, I've got to run because wife wants to tell you on before I get the red cards. Before she said it, she just laughed in the background. Good evening, Thomas. How are you, matey? Yeah, the weather's been nice over in Ireland. Yeah, beer hooligan. Yeah. He's still banned, isn't he? Yeah, he's a bad lad. That's what you get for being a racist, or whatever it was. I don't know. I'm only going on what people say. What constitutes a black card? I'm not going down that road. Am I coming back on for another beer with you? If the wife lets me, maybe.
No.
If she doesn't mind, maybe.
See how well we behave.
Yeah, see how well I behave. Yeah. But it'll be later because we need to watch some TV now and get this one to sleep because he's yakking in the background. When when you're in a hotel rooms aren't great, are they? I don't know about anybody else, but I can't stand sleeping in another bed. I had a crap night's sleep last night because the bed's too soft. I'm used to a firm bed. It's too soft. Bloody aircon's been such a racket. You turn the aircon off, it's as warm as out. You turn the aircon back on, you're freezing, and it's making a racket again. Do I moan? Yeah, well, yeah, I do, yeah. These things happen. So anyway, have some absinthe, then you'll not care. Yeah. A green card. Yeah, I had a green card this week. The green card's the Irish card. My wife's from Ireland, from London, Derry, or Derry, as you in Northern Ireland, in Ireland would call it. Can't wait till we get back over there and bring some Irish beers back across with us. You know, it'll come at some stage. Although I'm never flying back again. Never. Flew back in a storm. Worst fucking night of my life flying back. No, we didn't think we'd make it off the plane. We was all shitting ourselves. You're on the fucking plane on the way back, and then all of a sudden it says, we're just about to, it's a bit of turbulence. Turbulence? Like that fucker? And it's... But no one's pissed, because that's how bad it was. And I'm looking, you know when there's turbulence on the plane, you look at the people who go on planes all the time, and you're shitting yourself like this, fucking hell, holding on to your seat. They're all there reading the books. Halfway along, every fucking holding on to the seats, panicking, saying, "Get me off this fucking plane." And wait, shut it. And yeah, I tell you what. Good evening, Craig. How are you, matey? And I tell you what, do you know when the plane hit the ground, it was the best feeling ever. Yeah.
Did the whole plane cheer or something?
We all cheered. Everybody on the plane cheered, and there was a rush to the toilets. Yeah. Them toilets were getting panned massively. Yeah. I reckon there was a blockage at East Midlands Airport, or whichever airport. I think it was Birmingham, actually.
It was March as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we left with my grandma's memorial.
Yeah. God, it was rough. Never fly in a storm. You know, if they say to you, "Oh, there's a storm, would you like the next plane?" Take the fucking next plane. A ghostie. What's a ghostie? Any Baileys in the room? We've actually got some chocolate, Ballycastle chocolate, to be fair.
White
Yeah, Ballycastle white chocolate, which is like a Baileys. Yes. Yes. I'm actually drinking some Goose Island Midway though. So I'm hoping to hear back about my going to help brew a beer for me, which is really strange. I've got a day off work booked. I just need to find out which day they want me to come down and help, which would be ever so strange. It's surreal. A raggy beer. Hey, let's hope it's a strong fucker. But anyway, yeah. Mega beer haul coming tomorrow. It will be tomorrow night. So I will do a live tomorrow night from the beer room. Put it on the floor. Oh, I've had a few of them, Jim. Yes, definitely. Yeah, yeah. You think to yourself, hey, what happened there? Yes, that has happened before. Yes. It was a nice best bitter, Craig. And on the beer review, I did actually mention your name. So hopefully they'll watch that review and they'll think, yes, let's send that fella some beers because he's on our doorstep. It only makes sense to me. But let's hope they do. You know, in the grand scheme of things. Right, I better go because bollocking time if I don't get off the hog in the room.
Don't blame me.
You make your mum sound horrible.
That was Mrs. Wraggy in the background.
I don't think you make me sound like a bloody bad and nasty wife. You really do. Hey?
Stop laughing, you. People in the background when you're doing beer reviews, hey.
Well, don't please start doing this for everything. Start making me out to be the bad one.
Don't dare.
No, she don't sound Irish. She's proper English. Yes.
No, I left Ireland when I was 9.
Yeah.
I've lost the accent.
Yeah. Red card live.
You're
Anyway.
blaming me for everything. You'll be getting green, red, and every bloody colour going.
Can you hear that? So, yeah, I enjoyed this Midway ale from Goose Island, 4.3%. Certainly malty citrus on the nose, bit of melon. Same on the taste, but very enjoyable. It hit the spot tonight. What does that say there? Sorry, matey. I'm not saying it. Yeah, you can use extra sugar, you can use light malt, spray malt. There are other ways of increasing the ABV, or brewing short even. Yeah. Good evening. So, just about to leave because we need to watch a bit of TV, and I'm hogging. No one can watch TV. I'm hogging the room. This is the only thing with a hotel room. If I was in the toilet, it wouldn't be so bad. But yeah, it's not. It's wrong doing beer reviews in the toilet. Yeah, but I really enjoyed this. Nice golden pour. Not cheap though. You know, it was at least £6 for the pint, and I think I bought the glass, and it's a nice looking glass as well. Out of 5, a good 4.2. You know, tonight at least on draft. Very nice. Would I try it again out of a can? Yes, I'd need to see what it was like in a can. And back around tomorrow night. Well, and maybe around later, depending on if everyone falls asleep and I'm allowed to do, as long as I don't get too loud when I'm doing beer reviews. I might come back for a chat later. Big beer haul tomorrow night. Massive beer haul. So many new beers for me. All new beers. And 83 quid's worth of new beers. So,
And that's in one shop.
that was in one shop as well. Did a tenner in Asda as well. 94 quid today. Ouch. Yeah, stop moaning you. Ginger cider. I've not seen that before. Toilet review live ghosty. No, I've not been to Waitrose since I did a beer haul 3 months ago now. But I need to go again because, you know, every single supermarket has had updates with beers, and it just gets ridiculously expensive and silly. And I've actually picked up from Northern Monk their prawn cocktail beer, so I finally found it. So got my legs stuck behind the counter. Yes, I'm going to review that sometime this week. Whole stream tomorrow. I've got a busy night tomorrow, so it's going to be round about 8 o'clock probably. 8 o'clock UK time. What time's football on tomorrow night? Is it 8 o'clock again? If it is, I'll do it at 7. 7 would probably be a better time.
If we're back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if we're back.
Fucking hell. I've got a 3-hour drive. Yeah. So yeah, roughly 7 to half 7.
We're hoping to.
We're hoping to leave Southampton for about 3, and then a good 3-hour trek, 3.5-hour trek back. So roughly about 7 o'clock-ish. So some cracking beers, and it'd be interesting to know if any of them are any good. And I haven't bought all crap beers because that wouldn't be good. And I've come all the way down to Southampton, and I've managed to pick up some Neon Raptor, which is amazing. You know, can't get them back in Nottingham, and yet you come all the way down to this side of the country, and you can get Neon Raptor. So yeah, it's amazing. Thank you everyone for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. It's been a cracking time down here, Craig. For your daughter, you and your daughter at Paulton's Park. I mean, I don't know if your daughter, when she gets a bit older, Paulton's Park is an amazing place. If she likes Peppa Pig, wow, she'll be in heaven. But even if she doesn't like Peppa Pig, the ride at Paulton's Park, and there's birds here, lots of different birds and aviaries and stuff. Whether you agree with aviaries or not, but some of these are protected species. But the gardens themselves are absolutely amazing. I'm going to do a separate Paulton's Park review, and quite a decent one as well. Danish Legoland, yeah. The little fella will love Legoland. Legoland's amazing for little kids, you know, especially if they know some part of what's in Legoland at the time. Right, gotta run. See everyone later. Cheers. Have a good night.